Hello, welcome back. I'm going to point the camera away from me now because I found that the microphone must be on the back of this video camera because it always picks up way better when I'm pointing away from me. So so it's late November, about a week or 2 weeks since the last video, and I think I've got 2 more sections to recce for the marathon route, and they're big ones. One of them in particular is very big, and it would pick up from I think the last video actually, where I finished on the Clee Hill Road. That's going to be a big stretch, and it's a glorious day today, but in the last week or so we've had flooding, bad flooding in town, some of the worst flooding we've ever had. And in the week before that there was snow, quite a bit of snow, so not ideal condition. I mean, today it looks perfect conditions for doing a long run. It's about 4 or 5 degrees I think, but because of the flooding in the last few days, I think there's a lot of water still on roads. A lot of the fields are going to be quite wet, waterlogged, so I'm putting off those 2 stretches for a while. And I still wanted to come out, so I thought I'd come out and do this video. And what I'm going to do is the first few miles of the marathon route, I'll put the map on screen. I wasn't going to do this part of the route because I know it so well, but then I thought you folks watching this might not know it at all, so it is worth doing a video, and just to be a completionist and to try and get the whole of the marathon route into these videos, I thought I would do these 4 or 5 miles out of Tenbury, across the common towards St Michael's, where the college is, and then turn right and basically loop back towards Tenbury. And it's about 4 or 5 miles I think, but a lot of this route is on the marathon route that I've planned, and I'll show you the point where it joins up with video number 1, where we ran to Little Hereford. This will kind of connect with that. In fact, this section we're on now isn't part of the marathon route. I think when we get to the main road we'll meet the start of the marathon route. When I get to the common I'll get the drone out, have a bit of fun with that. There's Tenbury down there. Yeah, so I'll pick up with you in a few minutes' time. Right, so this is Oldwood Common. I think it's time to get the drone out. So this is the right turn that we take on the route to through St Michael's Village, I think it is. See, that's the school over there. And now there's probably 1 or 2 miles pretty much straight, slightly downhill, towards the point where actually I've missed that. I was gonna show you where the where we joined the marathon route. It was basically just before the common. We were at the start of the common. That's shortly before that where we actually get onto the route that starts in town and then heads up the hill towards the common. So yeah, a couple of miles on this road and then we sort of turn right and head back towards town. It's a nice day for it. Right. Right, the next section will be will be drone footage, unless it's not. I'm going to try and get the drone out and do this next bit because it's quite an interesting bit, and by interesting I mean very steep downhill and then uphill. But obviously I'm worried about traffic. I don't know what the drone's going to do if I suddenly dive off the road when a vehicle comes, whether it's going to stay in the middle of the road and just watch me while it gets hit by a lorry, or whether it goes to the side of the road as well. So anyway, you'll find out in the next few seconds. So thankfully no traffic. So just need to get to the top of this rise. It's actually not as bad as I remember at this hill, but then A lot of the times when I've been coming up this, I've already done 10-12 miles, and this is kind of at the end of the run, so a little trickier. But yeah, fine today. Yeah, that low sun is really, it's nice. I mean, these conditions are great for running, but when you're at home working and facing a window or near a window, God, it can be annoying, that low sun. Yeah, and the days are getting shorter all the time. Actually, the winter solstice, which I think's alright, car. Yeah, the winter solstice, which is normally around 21st of December, I think. Haven't done it for a while, I don't think, but there was a few years where I'd get up really early and go for a run around this area and see the sun come up on the shortest day of the year. Do quite a few miles, then go home and eat and drink and make merry. So I might do that this year. I might make a video about it, in fact. Might take a head torch. So we'll see. I don't think I'm going to be doing this marathon on that day. It's no, Robin down there. Don't know if you can see it. No, I think I'll make that a separate video. Right, so a couple of miles left to get back home. It should be more or less, it's a bit more of an uphill, but it's more or less straight now and then steep downhill when we get to town.